celebrate Zach LaVine being named an All-Star to this year's Eastern Conference All-Star team. So we'll start things off with Shelray Stout. Shelray, why don't you get us going?
Thank you. Congratulations, Zach.
Thank you, Cheryl.
What did it mean when you think about everything you've gone through the last several years, your knee injury, several coaches, and now you get the All-Star nod?
It means a lot. I've told you guys this over the last, couple of years. I feel like I've been playing at All-Star level, but this year has been a little different. I've been obviously, trying the best I can, do whatever it takes to, contribute to winning. And, I feel like I've done a big job of helping us get to that A spot. And, I think that's where my main focus was. So I think you enjoy the fruits of your labor, when that comes in. So it means a lot. I think you guys know where I come from as this isn't just a, I try to be a one-time thing for me. I try to go out there and do it, nightly basis, yearly basis.
How did you find out?
One of my trainer, Drew Hanlon, gave me a text, and he's like about a 90% sure list. So, it was good to take the edge off a little bit. I wasn't too nervous, but it's always good getting that confirmation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Darnell, go ahead with the next question, please.
Thanks, Matt. Congratulations, Zach. Can you hear me?
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, I just did.
All right. Was it worth the wait?
What do you mean?
7 years in, you've wanted this for a long time. Now that it's 5 years, was it worth the wait?
Yeah, I don't think it's a waiting game. Yeah, of course it was worth it, but if it doesn't happen for you, just go in there and go for it next year. And then, obviously you go after that. And for me, I think it was going to happen. It was going to be a matter of time. But I'm just happy that the team success we have has been a big part of that. And, this is one of the best years I played. Obviously individually, but team success wise too. So, it's very fulfilling.
A quick follow-up from me. A lot of times successful people always talk about how the journey is as rewarding, if not more rewarding, than the destination. When you hear that, and I'm sure, you've had some success, what does that feel like now that you have arrived at an all-star level? Obviously, it's not all that you want to accomplish, but when you reflect on the journey, what goes through your mind and all the things that you went through to get here and now that you're finally here?
Yeah, no, it definitely is a journey, and it's a process. Going back to even when I was little, man, it's always been hard work. And if you fall, you get up. And, you can't stay in the same place. Can't have a poor me mentality. I've always had a I'm gonna show you mentality. So it's it goes back, like I said, with me and my dad being outside in the rain shooting 500 shots with plastic garden gloves on. To me hurting my knee, and fighting back from that, being traded, and fighting to help my team get in the playoffs. It's always a fight, and you always enjoy that. So when you get some success and you get some recognition, it means a lot, and I appreciate that. But yeah, the process is definitely enjoyable.
All right, thank you, man.
Thank you.
KC, it's your turn. Go ahead.
This franchise obviously has quite a bit of history behind it. I know about your love and respect for Michael Jordan. Have you placed at all your achievement in historical context or the 18th full in franchise history to become an all-star? Have you thought about it in those terms at all?
No, I haven't, man. And you go play for a team like the Chicago Bulls, you're not going to have a lot of individual accolades that haven't been surpassed. So I'm very thankful. I think this. I'm so happy to be a Chicago Bull. I was when I got here, to be a part of this franchise and to help us get back to where, we're supposed to be. And, just to be mentioned among, somebody like that and some of the other greats that have played here, just shows I've been doing the right things. And, I need to continue to, uphold that.
Just a quick follow-up. I asked you a couple of weeks ago about the event itself, and you said you'd have no problem in the age of COVID participating. It is going to be a different event though, with it not being a weekend, none of the parties, et cetera. Is that kind of bum you out at all, or are you just going to go and just enjoy it for whatever it is?
No, I'm gonna go enjoy it. Yeah, I've been a part of All-Star Weekend a couple times before, so I get the gist of it. And with me, man, if you guys don't know, I just had a call before this. I actually thought it was a call with you guys, and it was a call with a bunch of my family and friends. I think the Bulls TV and my fiance set up. They kind of pranked me, but as long as they're there with me, and I always take them there everywhere. My close, group of family, I'm gonna be perfectly fine. That because that's what I do it for.
Thanks, Zach.
Joe Cowley, go ahead, please.
Thank you.
Zach, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, Joe.
Hey, I know this thing's only a couple hours fresh probably in your mind, but guys have talked about, when you have something that you want to accomplish, you accomplish it, and there's satisfaction, but there's more hunger. Have you thought about, this is nice and stuff, but this is kind of small picture of really what I foresee for not me, but for this team and for what this thing could be in the end of this year and the next couple of years, things like that. Have you thought bigger picture yet, or is it too fresh on your mind to go there?
I try to live in the moment, but I definitely have, thought some of a bigger picture because, even if I didn't make the team, I knew that, obviously I think I was one of the best players in the Eastern Conference, and I had my team fighting for an 8th spot to get to the playoffs, and that was my main goal. Because once when you start winning, everything comes with that, and individually, this has helped me out a lot, and it was deserving, and I'm thankful for that. But it makes you more hungry, like you said, you want more for me and for the team, and that success is. I think it just carries on. So, I'm excited to see where it goes from here. And I'm definitely not content. I think you guys know me for that. I definitely, want to keep pushing that envelope.
And the other question too, I know there's been a lot of talk. We've talked about the difference guys have had this season compared to last season. And this is not throw a gym underneath the bus type question or anything like that. But what specifically has Billy kind of unlocked in you? You're the one that's got to do it. So it's you doing it. But at the same time, what has he unlocked that's brought you to this other level and brought these other things out of your game?
Billy's been great, man. Just, it's been a total 180 from what we had last year because we pretty much have the same team. And, we've had our share of, ups and downs this year of games we should have won. And, we didn't come out and play the right way. But, our approach and my approach is just so much different. Mentally, and like I've been saying this whole time, he challenges you, and he's so well respected, and he goes about it the right way, and everything comes from winning, and it's team oriented, and you do that, you don't have individual success, especially for talented players. So you have to have some ownership in that, and I think obviously we were all bought in from the beginning. I think that was the main thing. We were bought in, and we're really ready to see and fight for this guy.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it, man.
Rob Schaefer, you're up.
Hey, Zach, I was going to ask, you've touched on the kind of family component a little bit. And you've talked about in the past how not only would this have meant a lot to you and the team, but also to your family and your support system. Was it nice to get the news at home as opposed to kind of being out on a road trip? Have you had time to kind of soak that all in and talk to your people and everything like that?
Yeah, no, it was great. We have an off day today. We take great advantage of those during these times now, and being able to talk to my mom, my dad, my best friends. Obviously, my fiance lives here with me, but friends, family, stuff like that. Been able to get a lot of calls and texts. And obviously, it's a little easier when you're at home relaxing. Was able to watch the TNT show, so it was really cool, man. I've always sat and watched those things over the last couple of years, and even growing up, I remember watching them. So to be a part of it is really cool.
What was the sensation over the last couple of years watching them, especially, a year like last year where you might have been a little overlooked or thought that you were a little bit overlooked? What was that like? And then to compare it to now, kind of getting the gratification of it.
I think that goes back to, what Darnell was saying. You're a little frustrated, you feel like you were wrong, but then you want to go out there and prove your worth and prove what you can do. So, having that happen makes this a little bit more satisfying.
Thank you. Congratulations, man.
Chuck Swirsky, go ahead, please, Chuck.
Hey, Zach, congratulations. I know I can speak for all the employees with the Bulls, how happy we are for you. My question is this, beside your family, was there someone early in your development as a player that really tapped in to see your potential, whether it was in the junior high school level, high school at Bothell High, or someone that really kind of helped mold you?
You know, and obviously I always give credit to my family, but my dad, my dad was my biggest inspiration. He's the one that was the one that I want to say molding. That's where that came from, was him. Um, he was the one that pushed me, each and every day, and continues to. Even after a game or I'll have a good game, he'll still call me and tell me the things I didn't do right or I could have got better at. So, he's the one that has always been that driving force. I also have, like my high school coach was a big contributor and, allowing me to play my game in high school and letting me, show my full talents. And my trainer, my one dad's friends, Tony Willis, helped out a lot when I was younger, helping, help create some of that game that I have now and, showing me clips and watching film at a young age.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Eugene, go ahead with the next question, please.
All right, man.
Hey, what's up, Zach? Congratulations, brother.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you talked about Drew Hanlon earlier, and it's funny that, man, I actually had a chance to work out with him maybe a year ago, and that stuff was tough, man. So I have that much more respect for you guys. But I talked to Bradley Beal, and he talked about working out with Drew and, some of the goals that he had coming into the year. And I think one of them was, he averaged 30 last year. So this year he wanted to come in, see if he could get it up a couple points more, as well as shoot a higher percentage from the field. So, man, I'm just interested to know what type of relationship you have with Drew. And, did you guys have any specific goals set for this year, like personally?
Yeah, no, Drew's my guy, man. I've been working out with him since my early days of pre-draft and, stuck with him since then. Talked to him throughout the year. He sends me clips and things like that. And, I call him, in the off season, we work out together, pick apart a little piece of your game. But goal setting is big for me. I don't know if me and Drew talked a lot about it. Obviously Drew thought I was an all-star. I was playing at all-star level last year, just wanted to solidify that. But, he said, hey, man, you just got to go out there and build on what you did last year, and I think I did that.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
Eric Woodard, go ahead here.
Zach, what's up, man? Congrats, man.
Appreciate you, E.
For you, man, you spoke about, you being on the other end in the past where, you felt like you deserved it and didn't get it. How are you in this role now, though, where it's going to be somebody throughout the league? God's going to come at you now that you're in this position of being an all-star. How much are you ready for that, just from facing guys in the past and knowing they've been on that level, that pedigree? Like, how are you prepared for how they're going to face you now that you are an all-star?
I've been prepared for that. I like I told you guys, I've seen myself at this level, and and I wanted to be there. So you can't not think that you are and still go out there and perform. So I know as me as all-star, I gotta protect. I got to protect. I'm gonna still go out guys the same way like I wasn't. I think that's the way you have to approach the game.
Okay.
Everything all good on here? There we go.
Yeah, I think it's just chopping up a bit, but we'll go to the next one, Zach. Mike McGraw, go ahead, please.
Hey, Zach, when you mentioned going out and shooting in the rain, it got me thinking about we've all seen the compound that your dad has now out in the pine trees and with the obstacle course. But what were the early days like? Was it, and how hard is it to go shoot in the driveway in Seattle when it does rain a lot?
Yeah, man. I had a basketball hoop I moved in with my grandma. When I was really young, and that's where we lived at. And my dad, they had from the Goodwill, he went and bought one flimsy hoops, and eventually it broke down. So then he ended up nailing a hoop to a tree. He measured it out, put it on some 2x4, 10 feet, and that's what I would shoot on. So going from that to this, and obviously it's rainy out there all the time, and it might not be negative degrees like it here is in Chicago, but it's not 75 and sunny. So, put the gloves on and you still got to go out there and shoot, man. It's something that, I look back on now and you get very appreciative of it.
You also talked about your dad a couple times about how, he was your motivator and also that, you're still a little afraid of him. But how was that? What was that dynamic like when you were little? Was he like, yeah, I don't care if it's raining, Zach, get out there and shoot, or what was it like when you were younger?
Always pushed me. And yeah, he was on me and, making sure I was always going out there. He wanted to try to treat me like a pro. So I always did pre-game shooting, before I went and played AAU games and things like that. And I came back afterwards and shot and got shots up. And, I had to write down every time, how many shots I took. I had to write it down in a notebook, the workout I did. But the thing that I started to realize is he can't want it more than me. And, for kids out there that want it and their parents are trying to, excuse me, their parents are trying to, obviously push them. But, I can't do a realization, I have to want this more than him. That's someone more than me. So it was a connection that we had. And once I got that, I think I took off.
Okay, thanks.
Sam Smith, go ahead, please.
Zach, we know you mentioned during this season, if it didn't come, the All-Star, you would understand how well you were playing, and also, you suggest team success and the winning.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, your family knows how much it meant to you. Obviously, it meant a lot. What did your mother say? What did your father say? What did your fiance say to you? When it was announced.
It was great, and I think that I was more happy for that, the excitement that they had than my own excitement. Seeing the look on their face, obviously my mom and dad just saying that they're very proud of me and, that I'm happy, they're happy I made it. Obviously they get to go and, enjoy the festivities. They enjoyed me going there as, a young guy going and winning the dunk contest, and it was incredible. So now they get to go as me as an All-Star. So, my fiance saying, you've been playing great and, are deserving, and just the look on their faces. And, it's been a long time coming, man. We put a lot of work in for this, and my support system is always there for me and has my back. So just to see the looks on their faces and, showing, for me that I made them proud is more than enough for me.
One other brief thing, the picture behind you, it looks like Jordan is being kicked off the court. Is there some significance to that?
No, it's Jordan in the middle with LeBron and Kobe. Just I think it's like a passing of the torch thing. So he just like one arm around each one. Just I got a bunch of different pictures, man. But those two, especially Kobe and Michael, those are my guys growing up.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Deontay, you got the next one. Go ahead.
How you doing, Zach? It's Deontay Prince with the Chicago Tribune.
How you doing, man?
I was just wondering, is it more vindicating in any way to receive this honor now in 2021 with all the new challenges that you all are facing and that you have to endure with COVID and schedules changing and spending so much time on the sideline during the bubble before the season started?
Yeah, no, and I think that's something that a lot of people haven't taken into consideration, man. It's a season like no one's had before, nobody before us, and we'll see what happens, but probably nobody after us either. So, you definitely have to be mentally strong. It's been a lot of different adversity. So, I think it would have been great for me to obviously make it in Chicago last year. I was a little upset about that, just because it was in the home state. I really wanted to represent for that, but I'm glad I have the sport and I can go out there and represent, the city of Chicago now.
All right, let's do three more before we close this out. Cody, go ahead, please.
Hey, Zach, congrats on the All-Star selection. Just curious, you have any interested in doing the dunk contest, the three-point contest, or the skills competition that sounds like will be conducted that evening as well?
I haven't decided. I mean, I probably won't do the dunk contest. I want to go out there and try to do a three-point contest again. I'll definitely take part in that, but I don't think I'll do the dunk contest. I think, even last year, I think I was thinking about doing it, especially just because it was in Chicago. But I'm a little bit past that now, man, and we got a lot of games left. I don't want to lose my legs.
All right, Michelle Ray, you're up. Go ahead.
Zach, have you thought about the drought it's been for the Chicago Bulls? They have somebody in the All-Star game. It's been 5 years. And you talked about representing the organization, but it's really important right now because it's putting them back in the talk of the NBA and around the league.
Yeah, I think it's big, and that's something that we had to go out there and try to earn that respect, and we're still trying to do that as a team, not just individually. So big, and I think we're moving in the right direction, and I think we're just going to continue to climb that totem pole because Chicago Bulls sports needs to be obviously always at the forefront, at least in my mind.
Do you think about any of your teammates being potential All-Stars in the future?
Yeah, especially with multiple teams with multiple guys, on it. So, I think the NBA definitely rewards winning, and obviously, you got to knock on wood to make sure everybody stays healthy and things like that. But we definitely have talent on this roster.
Thanks.
All right, Zach. Our last question comes from Jason Goff. Jason, go ahead. Jason, you're muted.
All right. Sorry about that. Old guy problems. Congratulations, Zach. Let me get back to it. I ran into you at the Summer League, and you were 19. And I ended up working with Sam Mitchell, and he talked about your man. Started talking about your confidence, and you move with a certain confidence that 19-year-olds usually don't move with. And now, 7 years later, you just mentioned all the things that you've been through, the tumultuous times, the knee injuries, the trades. What would you tell 19-year-old Zach LaVine at that Summer League that he was about to embark upon? And how would you get him ready for whatever you've gone through?
Wow, that's a great question, man. That's a hell of a question. I'll tell him, and it's always been the same, man. Hard work doesn't fail. It really doesn't. And, just continue to keep your head down and keep grinding, regardless of the result or recognition or, the outside perception. That's not what you do it for. You do it for your family and you do it for yourself. That's what I still do. I could care less what the perception or what people say about me, and I hear it all. But at the end of the day, I love basketball. I do this for if I got paid $0 and I put in so much work for me and my family, I would do this till I die.
And I know and wait real quick, I know it's team, and we, but are there any other personal goals that you have? I mean, it's not bad to shine a light on yourself every once in a while. And this is one of those times, and I know you have to be about the team in this moment, but is there anything else that you are looking forward to accomplishing on a personal level, obviously with the team winning that comes along with it, whether it be defense, all the defense or, scoring title, the case may be. What other things do you have on your dartboard?
I think growing up, you always look at those things and, you try to be, I want to be NBA champion. I think as an individual thing, that's something that you want to do. You want to be MVP of a championship team. But I think, like you said, the team concept has now switched with me. It got to come first because without that, you don't get the individual accolades. And, obviously, if we continue to play the right way and I'm playing, at a high level, I can see myself as an all NBA team person. If I continue to up my defense and being consistently, I can see myself as all defensive team guy. So, that definitely is individual things that I have on my list that I want to check off. But, I think that we have to get to a certain part with basketball on a team level to have individual success.
All right, man. Congratulations once again, and I'll see you in these Call of Duty streets.
Yeah, man. Tell my boy Kendall to say what up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know it.
Yeah, you know it.
All right, Zach, that's all we got for you this evening. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Congrats again. And everybody else, thanks for your time.
Thank y'all, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Zach, does Arturis know you do this for free?
I said I would if I had to.
All right, just checking. Just checking.
I don't have to. I do not have to.
Yeah. Congrats, bro.
All right, Zach. Congrats, man.
Thanks, everybody.